Good morning, everyone. I am Jenna, a visiting fellow at the Sasakawa Peace Foundation, and I am your host for today's keynote address by the Honorable Dalton Tagelagi, Premier of Niue, on day 7 of the Pacific Island Weeks. Honorable Tagelagi, please proceed to deliver your keynote address.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Hatsushi Tsunami, the President of the Sasakawa Peace Foundation. Konnichiwa. Nihon ni kororete koe desu.
I'm very honored to be here in Japan.
Be here to address this esteemed gathering organized by the Sasakawa Peace Foundation, focusing on the vital subject of ocean education. Today, I share with you all the significance of ocean education in the context of Niue, a small island nation in the Pacific Ocean, and how this education can be a beacon of hope and sustainability for future generations. Niue, often referred to as the Rock of Polynesia, is a testament to the profound relationship between the community and the ocean. Our islands reach marine biodiversity, pristine coral reefs, and the vibrant culture of its people, and intricately woven within the ocean. However, like many nations, Niue faces numerous challenges, including climate change, ocean acidification, and overfishing, which threatens our delicate marine ecosystems and the livelihoods of our people. In Niue, ocean education is not just an academic pursuit. It is a way of life. From a young age, children are taught to understand and respect the ocean, learning traditional knowledge passed down through generations. This indigenous knowledge is invaluable as it encompasses sustainable fishing practices, navigation techniques, and an intimate understanding of marine ecosystems. These are vital life skills passed on to each generation to ensure natural resources are used sustainably for future generations. By blending this traditional wisdom with modern scientific approaches, Niueans and development we are developing a comprehensive ocean education framework that is both culturally relevant, adaptable, and scientifically robust. One remarkable homegrown initiative is the Niue and Oceanwide Project, which is the Niue and Oceanwide Trust. The trust aims to enhance marine conservation through community engagement and education. This initiative empowers local communities to take ownership of their marine resources, fostering sense of stewardship and responsibility by involving schools, youth groups, and local leaders. And the government of Niue and Now project ensures that ocean education is inclusive and participatory, building a strong foundation for sustainable ocean management. A significant aspect of Niue's commitment to ocean education is its work on the conservation of the unga, which is a coconut crab. The unga is not only an important part of Niue's biodiversity, but also a cultural and economic resource. Over the years, unsustainable harvesting practices have led to the decline of Unga, decline of its population. And in response, Niue has implemented comprehensive measures to protect and sustainably manage Unga stocks. This includes community-led monitoring programs, regulated harvesting seasons, and educational campaigns to raise awareness about the importance of Unga conservation. And the work on the Unga conservation is a prime example of how ocean education can lead to tangible conservation outcomes. By educating the community about the ecological role of Unga and the need of sustainable practices, Niue is ensuring the long-term viability of its crucial species. And these efforts not only helps to maintain the ecological balance, but also preserves a key cultural practice for future generations. Furthermore, partnership with international organizations such as the Sasakawa Peace Foundation are crucial in amplifying these efforts. The foundation expertise in promoting peace and sustainability can significantly bolster Niue's initiatives by supporting collaborative programs and facilitate knowledge exchange, capacity building, and access to resources. The Sasakawa Peace Foundation can play a pivotal role in enhancing the effectiveness of ocean education in Niue. Together we can share best practices, innovative solutions, and address the unique challenges that Niue faces, and helping to achieve its conservation and sustainability goals. I am currently here in Japan, as you all know, for the PAN 10 meeting, and to open Niue's first honorary consul, which we did yesterday. This visit underscores Niue's commitment to strengthening ties with Japan and the international community, working together towards shared goals of sustainability and ocean conservation. The Pacific Islands Forum also plays a significant role in promoting the ocean education across the region through the 2050 Blue Pacific Strategy. And this framework focuses on sustainable ocean management, addressing climate change impacts, enhancing ocean governance, and fostering the capacity building and education. And the strategy emphasis on integrating traditional knowledge with modern science and promoting ocean literacy is essential for the sustainable future of our ocean. Ocean education in Niue also has broader implications for global sustainability. Our experience and solutions can serve as a model for other small island development states facing similar challenges. By promoting ocean literacy and fostering a sense of global citizenship, we can inspire individuals and communities worldwide to take action in protecting our oceans. And in conclusion, ocean education is a powerful tool for fostering sustainable development, preserving cultural heritage, and empowering communities. Together, we can ensure that future generations inherit a healthy, vibrant ocean that continues to sustain life and inspired us today. I thank you very much for listening. I guess that's it from me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Honorable Tagelagi. Please take a seat on stage right. We will now move on to a conversation between Atsushi Tsunami, president of the Sasakawa Peace Foundation, and the Honorable Dalton Tagelagi, premier of Niue. Please come to the stage and have a seat, Dr. Tsunami. Now, President Tsunami, please proceed.
Well, Premier Tagelagi visited Japan for the first time, I heard. The previous term 9 was scheduled to be held in Mie Prefecture of Japan. Because of the COVID, it was held online, so unfortunately he could not visit Japan for Palm 9. So for Palm 10, he is now with us. And yesterday, Honorary Council was opened in Japan for the first time. So I would like to invite the Premier's impression of Japan with his first visit. Especially Palm 10 is going to be hosted by the government of Japan. And what is your expectation for Palm 10 programs? I would like to invite your comments, sir.
Well, firstly, President, thank you very much for the invitation to be here and to speak at this gathering this morning. Of course, for us, it's not only significant in the sense of being here, it's a first time, not only being a first time in this beautiful country of Japan, but also opening our first ever office outside of New Zealand, apart from New Zealand, our honorary consul office here in Tokyo. And I must say, the impression that I've got, I've been around to other Asian countries, and every country have their own uniqueness. And Tokyo is no different to the others, but it's tidy, let's put it that way. And I'm very happy that that second office happens to be opened here in Japan. So congratulations to Japan, because we were supposed to open somewhere else, but Japan beat all other countries that were supposed to be established honorary consuls as well.
The Palm 10.
As for Palm 10, you're going to participate in Palm 10 programs and discussions. Do you have any hope or aspiration or expectations for Palm 10 programs?
No doubt that firstly, I like to acknowledge the support that the Pacific nations has been benefited from this relationship, and started back in 1997. And Niue also have benefited greatly from these partnerships. But I think by establishing also our office here, that will bridge the gap in having eyes and ears on the ground here that deals directly with the Japanese government. And we're hoping for the support, not only the government, but such philanthropy groups like the Sasakawa Peace Foundation and others as well. So this is the importance of establishing here, but there's no doubt there's a lot to discuss. The Pacific region as a whole, we do have challenges, especially with climate change, geopolitical and all others, but you know, the Pacific, as I always have said, that we should always lead by example. People, the happy people, they live in peace and harmony, and that should be showcased to the world. The world are facing challenges at the moment. I think the Pacific should lead the way in bringing everyone together and show them that apart from what's going on in the other parts of the world, you can live a happy life like we do in our region in the Pacific.
今回ですね。
Well, you have opened a representative office in Japan, and Niue recognition by Japan happened 2015. And finally, we're going to have a full-fledged diplomatic relations. between Niue and Japan, and I hope this is going to be a great starting point. In the previous talk, coconut crab conservation effort has been mentioned, and also you mentioned young people's marine education's importance. And we have to think and address the next generation's marine awareness, so to speak, and the marine literacy. Listening to your speech, more than 100 Japanese tourists visit your country, Niue. And I think they take flights from New Zealand, and I encourage young people to visit Niue more and be active in the marine conservation activities. That's my hope. And as for Palm 10, I have an expectation that is the young generation should have, more communication channels and active communication channels. I think that is quite important for our generation to do that and have that inherited by the next generation. And I hope your country would accept more younger generation Japanese. How do you like that?
We are ocean people, and we care about the oceans. And that is why we're doing everything to protect the oceans, not only the oceans for Niue, but also the land. You know, we gotta make sure that we maintain and keep intact the integrity of the environment. And that's important, not only for Niue, for the region. And that's why we call ourselves the ocean people. You know, that's, Niue now has expanded on being known by the world. And 10 years ago, I think hardly anyone knows where Niue is. But because of the efforts we're doing, like such as the ocean conservation, so we all know 100% of our EEZ has been protected, fully protected, and 40% is a no-take zone. It's not only food security, but this can also be an economic driver for our small island that relies heavily on donor support. So we've gone out and do something that's just totally different from what the others are doing at the moment. So with the Ocean Conservation Commitments Initiative or project, and this has been well received on the international arena. So being acknowledged for some of the things we do, we kind of expose ourselves into the world as well. We are undeveloped, but we're starting to now. But how far do you go with those developments? As we already discussed it time and time again, it's not only about money. In environment, we gotta make sure that we maintain its integrity. But we're not close to the rest of the world. They can come and enjoy what we're enjoying. But we also want them to have the understanding of how important to protect, or how important to look after what surrounds and what feeds us. So for the young ones, they gotta pay attention. Just like what we do today, what we inherited from our forefathers and what we're benefiting today, we've gotta make sure that those after us will benefit as well. But it's important for the youth to be participate in some of this, especially traditional knowledge. You know, make sure that we maintain, because traditional knowledge, it's still the best tool than what we're challenging now with new other technologies that it's out there. So for us, and I'm not gonna give everything away. You come to Niue, all the Japanese listeners, come to Niue and you'll find out, not only Niue, but also come to the Pacific. Just like us, we come here and looking for support and building their friendship and partnerships. And you're welcome to come and enjoy what because we have different. You have tall, high-rise skyscraper buildings here. We have little huts, coconut huts. So there you go. So those are the difference that we can benefit from in exchanging culture, but it's more so the partnerships or the understanding of the Japanese culture and also the Pacific culture.
今日いろいろとですね、首相に話をしてもらって。
We greatly appreciate your speech informing us about the Niue. And I asked the Prime Minister to make an appeal to the Japanese people, but instead the Prime Minister told me that he would encourage Japanese people to come to Niue in person. I haven't been to Niue myself, but I think your nearest country is perhaps the nearest country to Niue I have been to is Tonga, but the another objective of this year's the PALM is how improving the access, availability of direct flights, or even though people have to transfer flights, if the access could be improved better, then we can feel a lot closer and feel familiar to Niue. So I encourage the Japanese airline companies to make more efforts so that the more Japanese people would be able to come to Niue a lot easier. So part of our campaign, our Sasakawa Foundation, so to speak, is the informing Japanese people of the Pacific Island countries for 2 weeks. We are involving airline companies in this year's program to encourage to improve access between Japan and Pacific Island countries. So I encourage you people to feel more familiar to Niue, having listened to the great speech of the Prime Minister. And so there we have learned about the Unga coconut crab and other great nations. They are facing the Pacific states, Pacific Ocean to continue to their everyday life and for sustainability and conservation. We'd like to build a more partnership with Niue and the Pacific Island nations. We are running out of time, unfortunately, but the Premier, would you please give us your final message to Japanese people here in the hall and who are with us online?
Well, all I can say, well, you have a great country here. I've only been here 2 days, but I really enjoyed it. And I want to build on that partnership, what we already started and opened yesterday. And as I mentioned, that our home in the Pacific is welcome to you all. Come away in New Zealand, but just spend a day in New Zealand, come straight home. But for the youth, I'm hoping that we can build on a program so that, just like what you've been doing here, rather than bringing the Pacific here, that we can bring Japan into the Pacific. And let's share the unique cultures that we have, because that's the only way that we can maintain and preserve some of those. And as I mentioned earlier, especially traditional knowledge, that is important. I'm sure we have similarities in different areas, but I thank you very much for the opportunity to be here. Tomo arigatou, kohai gozaimasu. Thank Japan and God bless the Pacific.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Premier Tagelagi and President Tsunami. I am confident that this session has brought the charm of Niue to the people of Japan. This concludes the keynote speech by Honorable Dalton Tagelagi, Premier of Niue. Thank you very much.